Hello YouTube, welcome to another video of me in a pretty top or sweater but in my pajamas from the waist down, sitting in front of the camera talking to you about fashion aesthetics. Today, instead of talking about how to build a wardrobe for a particular aesthetic, I'm going to talk about how you can mix different aesthetics. Now, I really hope this helps you out and I hope it helps you develop your own personal wardrobe, and if it does, give this video a thumbs up and comment down below what aesthetics you're planning on mixing, and subscribe if you aren't already, and if you want even more fashion and aesthetic content, follow me on Instagram at DRESSRELIEF and on TikTok at DRESSRELIEF, and let's get started. First off, before we get into the tips about how to mix aesthetics, I just want to say don't stress too much about trying to stick to certain aesthetics. Dressing up shouldn't be stressful, it should be fun, so just have fun with it. There is no right or wrong way to dress in a certain aesthetic. A lot of it is open to interpretation, and when I talk about aesthetics, this is usually how I interpret aesthetics to be. A lot of times I get comments asking like, would this fit in with dark academia, or would this work for fairycore? And you know, I'm not really the authority for aesthetics. Like, if you think that it would fit that vibe, then go for it. Of course, I can help guide you and talk about where inspiration comes from for certain aesthetics and where they originated, and I can talk about some common elements that you see in a lot of different fairycore outfits or dark academia outfits, etc. But don't get too caught up on whether or not a certain item that you want to wear fits the aesthetic or not. Just wear what you want. That being said, blending different aesthetics can be a great way to develop your own personal style. This can help you create a more unique style rather than just dark academia or cottagecore or whatever style, which there's no problem with having just one certain aesthetic, but if you like multiple aesthetics, then why not blend them together? To be fair, some aesthetics blend together easier than others, but here is some general tips for blending aesthetics. The easiest way I can think to do this is to make a list of elements and basics from the aesthetics that you want to mix. Now, I already have some lists of basics that you can look up on my Instagram Reels or my TikToks for plenty of aesthetics so far. I've got dark academia, cottagecore, fairycore, fairy grunge, e-girl, adventurecore, goblincore. I've done quite a few aesthetics so far, just listing keywords and essentials that you need for those wardrobes. So if you want a little starting point, check that out. But then what you're gonna do is just try to mix and match and pull elements from both aesthetics or from each aesthetic if you're doing multiple aesthetics, and just try to come up with outfits with those pieces. For example, dark academia and cottagecore. One basic item from a dark academia wardrobe would be a blazer, and one basic item from a cottagecore wardrobe would be a long flowy dress. Try pairing those together and you can come up with a dark cottagecore outfit. Another tip is to definitely utilize the items that they have in common. For example, dark academia and cottagecore have sweaters and cardigans in common, so you can try to use those in dark cottagecore outfits. You can also try to look for fabric types that the aesthetics have in common. For example, lace can be found in dark academia and it can be found in fairycore. So you can maybe wear some sort of lace detailed dress and pair it with some dark academia sweaters or cardigans or a blazer again, and pair it with some dark academia style shoes like Mary Jane's or some vintage inspired heels, and it'll kind of be like a very ethereal fairy version of academia. The next tip is don't neglect accessories. You can use accessories to bring a whole different vibe to an outfit. For example, you can bring cottagecore accessories into a dark academia outfit, like hair scarves or hair bows, floral and nature themed motifs, and that'll definitely make a dark academia outfit look more cottagey. Or you could have a super pink bubblegum babe themed outfit and then throw in some edgier dark accessories in there, and that could be a really cute vibe too. I feel like Nava Rose does that really well. Another thing you can do is take one aesthetic and put it into the color scheme of another aesthetic. So I talked about balletcore in my previous video, and one commenter said that they wanted to take balletcore and the coquette aesthetic but to make it into a darker color scheme, and I thought that was just such an interesting concept, and I really want to see more inspiration for that, and that would be just such a unique style, and I think it would look really pretty. Now I know I'm using dark academia as an example a lot, but another example would be fairy academia. So I made up this outfit by thinking of dark academia items and a dark academia outfit, but putting it into a more earthy color scheme to fit that fairycore vibe. Also, even the way you wear an item can make a difference in the vibe of an outfit. For example, leaving a shirt half buttoned up and untucked can bring a messier and edgier vibe to dark academia outfits instead of leaving it prim and proper tucked in. So that's something to think about. And along the same lines, you can try to mix silhouettes between aesthetics. So some aesthetics have flowier silhouettes than others, and you might want to bring that flowier vibe into another aesthetic. And finally, just wear what you want, to be honest, and experiment. If you like elements of one aesthetic and some elements of another, and maybe even elements of a third aesthetic, just try to put them together in an outfit and see what happens. You'd be surprised, it might actually look really good. Don't be afraid to try new things. Yeah, not everyone's going to like it, but to be honest, when someone doesn't like my outfit, I take it as a compliment because that means it's at least somewhat unique. You can't please everyone, so what are you gonna do? At least try to stay positive about it. Now let's go through the process together of mixing two aesthetics. So I'm going to do fairy grunge and dark academia. So first of all, let's list some basics out. For fairy grunge, there's oversized t-shirts, oversized hoodies, leg warmers, knee-high socks, mini skirts, corsets, or even waistcoats and vests, some platform shoes, and even fairy wings or fairy ears. For dark academia, there's turtlenecks, button-down shirts or collared shirts, blazers, sweaters, cardigans, pleated trousers, pleated skirts, mid-length or long skirts as well. And for shoes, you can go for Mary Janes, flats, or even docs. So some common items between the two, maybe skirts. You can go for like a mini pleated skirt. Corsets could also work with dark academia, or waistcoats definitely fits both. Knee-high socks or leg warmers can fit both aesthetics as well. And then since there's platform shoes in fairy grunge and there's docs in dark academia, you can go for some platform docs. Instead of like an oversized hoodie, maybe you can do an oversized sweater or cardigan, since sweaters and cardigans are super common in dark academia, and just focus on that messier, loose, flowy silhouette. For accessories, you can go for edgier fairy grunge accessories and put that together with a dark academia outfit, or you can go for fairy or elf ears, and that will definitely give that fairy vibe to your outfit. And for a color scheme, if you want to lean more fairy core, then go for earthier colors. If you want to lean more dark academia, you can go for more kind of royal or gemstone colors like navy blue, burgundy, emerald green, etc. But both aesthetics have pretty dark color schemes, so that already blends well pretty nicely. And so if you put that all together, some outfit examples I have would be like a pleated skirt and maybe a button-down shirt, or even just a t-shirt and a waistcoat layered over that, and then either a oversized hoodie or maybe a blazer if you want to lean more academia, or like an oversized cardigan. And you can also throw on some arm warmers or fingerless gloves for more of that fairy grunge vibe. Another example would be like a dark earthy color palette, and you can do like a tiered midi skirt for that fairy core inspiration. And then you can have on a sweater, since sweaters are super common in dark academia, but to make it more dark academia, more like polished and put together, you can tuck it into the skirt instead of just leaving it untucked. And I would pair that with some docs, or even some Mary Janes might work. And that's pretty much all I have for you. Again, I really hope this helped you out. And if you have any more questions about mixing aesthetics, definitely ask them in the comment section and I will try to get back to you on that. Or if you just want to let me know what aesthetics you're mixing or what aesthetics you plan on mixing in your wardrobe, then let me know as well. I love hearing your ideas. You guys have some pretty awesome ideas a lot of the time, and I love getting your input, so definitely let me know. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and again, subscribe if you aren't already. I do tons of aesthetic content and fashion content, outfit ideas, things like that. And if you want even more of that kind of content, follow me on Instagram at DRESSRELIEF and on TikTok at DRESSRELIEF, and I'll see you guys next time.